Okay, we are back in the cockpit. This Pat. Today's the, what did I say, 17th, 18th? I don't know. 18th, okay. So, see what we got done. As most of you know that we talked about previously, so I'm going to move the camera around here. This place is a disaster. A bomb went off in here, so sim bomb. Let's see, I might even have some coffee left in this cup here. Oops. 4 in the afternoon, I still got hot coffee. Okay, let me bring the camera over here. What I've done, you can bring it up in here a little closer. Show you what I've done. Stand by. Okay. So our new throttle quadrant that we're installing is needs to be flush up against here, and we couldn't get it flush because of some bolt hits. So we took out this old monitor that was too long. There was some plate in here with some countersunk small screws, and it just happened to be that exact screws that would fit these holes that, with the heads that were sticking out. So I just reused the screws. Now everything's flush, and everything's in here nice and solid. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Everything's nice and solid. And we're gonna get a new monitor and put it in there. It'll be underneath here, and we're gonna trim this off. I guess we had to trim that next. That's the next thing we got to trim, is that plastic. And temporarily, till we get the new monitor, we made us a little plate here out of just a piece of fiberboard, and spray painted it, and that'll just slide right in there, like so, temporarily. Like so, and then this will fit on here like that temporarily. And that's not right. There we go. So we'll trim that and that'll all be flush. We put the CDUs back in here. We cleaned up the wiring down in here. So that's all good to go. We got to trim this all up next. And we'll order a monitor. Hopefully there's a company in Philadelphia, I forget the name of them, Betronics, that make naked monitors, just plates that are got bezels and things that will go in there. We'd even like to replace this monitor. This is all one monitor here. And I'd like to replace this and get standby gauges from Flight Illusions and put a monitor here and real standby gauges there. So got all the wiring done in here and tie wrapped up. This is the wiring that goes to the pedestal. This is the wiring for the butt kicker audio cable, and we got the USB hub, 3.1 hub cable, power for the hub, and we've got quick disconnects for the 12 volts, the 5 volts, the Hobbs meter, and the overhead floodlight. Now that's all going to get down in here. And we got a USB cable here. That'll hook to this throttle quadrant. So we're all set to put that in. What we've done, let's see if you can see this. No, you can't. I'm going to lower this camera. Bring it down to my level. There. Okay, what I've done, let me get this refocused. Camera focused over here. There we go. That might be focused. So what I've done here is I put my throttle quadrant here and made some marks. I came in here and made a dimple, and then drilled with a small drill bit a pilot hole, and then I made a larger hole, a 530, 11, what's one below 530 seconds? Let's see. A 9/64 hole here I drilled out, and then I tapped it with a, oh, what a mess I got in here. I can't find anything. Then I took a hand tap right here, 5/30 seconds hand tap, and tapped the holes out. So these are going to be the little stainless steel button head cap screws, the 4 of them that hold the throttle quadrant down. And so they're all threaded, everything's lined up. It's going to flush up against here. Put that in, get it hooked up, put the pedestal in. Let's move the camera back. Higher. Put the pedestal, put the throttle quadrant in, flush it up, get it hooked up, bring this wiring through, put the pedestal back, and then the holes for the pedestal don't light up, so we're going to have to take some more modules out and mark some more holes, because these original holes for the pedestal are now no good. Mark a couple of holes and tap and drill those. But before we do that, I think what we'll do is probably end up trying the throttle quadrant out. Give it a shot, put it all back together, and make sure everybody's happy. While we were at it, we also hooked up our tiller. We have a tiller over here. You can see it right. Let's see if you can see the tiller. Right here. The tiller was hooked into the old throttle quadrant, so I took the wires off the tiller and ran them over to another joystick card that I had that I use for my dimmers. So I've run that and I tested it in Windows and it didn't work, so I'm a little worried about that, but I'm sure it will. We've got other options. So I think in this video I'm doing, I think our plan is to put this throttle quadrant in place. Now, it doesn't make a lot of sense to put it in place until I trim this plastic. So I'm going to pause the stream for just a second and go get the Dremel tool with a plastic disc on it and trim this window. And you can see I've already put a score in it right here on both sides. So that should be pretty easy to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get my tools out to do that, and then we'll be right back. So once we put that in, again tomorrow Sunday, we'll go ahead and order a monitor for here. We also need to hook, find my 90 degree for this VGA. It doesn't sound like we've done much, but it's taken all day to do this. Things don't move real fast when you're cutting metal and tapping, and again, measure 6 times and cut once. God knows I can't draw a straight line. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're going to drill this plastic now. It's going to be really noisy. We got our Dremel tool with our, hold on a second, I got to change a monitor over here. Okay, so we're going to got my earplugs on and some good glasses. So we got the plastic here, we've already started to cut it. And we got the Dremel tool, we have a plastic disc on it, just for cutting plastic. And we'll set it up to about 3 on the Dremel. It's going to be noisy, so. Now let's just start cutting plastic. What happens here is as we cut the plastic, it's actually doing a pretty nice straight line, and we're not going to see this line. We can touch it up a little bit of file. We won't see this line. As we cut it, the plastic melts and it gets in the way. So you got to wait till it cools down and you got to break it loose. So you got all this plastic here. Break it loose and you can start again. So we've cut about, you can see we've cut about that much. Put a light on it and you'll be able to see. And you can see I've cut, whoops, really can't tell. Never mind. Okay, here we go. We're about halfway done. Almost there. covered in plastic. We got this cut off. You can see all the plastic is all melted. We just break it off like that. And then we'll just break it off here. So, not looking too bad. Let's clean up the edges. Yeah, it's looking really good. It's actually not that bad. Look at that. It's pretty straight. Got a little bit of lip to it. You just break off the plastic, it just breaks away. You can probably clean it up with the Dremel tool. Got a little crack right there I need to clean up. Actually, it's pretty good. I'm going to call it done, and then we'll have to trim it up later. But we're going to clean it up, clean all this junk up here. Get these earplugs off. It wasn't bad for being a rookie. Didn't crack anything. It's fairly thick stuff too. You can see how it's 1/4 inch thick plastic. Very nice. Now we're going to try it out and see how it looks. Let's go ahead and hit the vacuum. Let's go over here and see how it's going to look. Take the camera over here. See how it's going to look. This bezel we're cutting on was for the old screen, which was too long. So we've got a temporary piece of plastic fiberboard here that we painted. And now this is going to sit just like that. Oops, got a little. Gotta clean this up. Clean it with some soap and water. It's going to sit just like that. And what I can do is, then that'll be sitting against the throttle quadrant. Put a little piece of rubber here and it'll hold it up tight. And that'll be beautiful. Look at that. Very nice. And we're going to send that to Mike right now. Okay. I'm very happy with that. Now we can put the throttle quadrant in place. Very nice. Very, very nice. When we get the new monitor, it'll go right there. Touch it up a little bit. Touch it up with a little bit of paint. Oh yeah. Go clean this up. Okay, let me get out of here. Okay, next plan. We've got, man, there's Mike telling me ding. We're gonna get the vacuum and clean this all up and put some stuff away, and then we're gonna put the throttle quadrant in place and bolt it down and put the pedestal in. So that's the next plan. That's about all we had to cut off that plastic. It's about that thick. Drum will work good. Sure this for Mike. Okay, pause this stream and start cleaning things up. I'll be back just a couple minutes. Okay, and we'll press on. Okay, we've got the plastic fully trimmed, as I showed you just a few minutes ago. I just finished vacuuming this area back here, and we cleaned up the plastic, and you can see it's pretty clear. You can see pretty clear. Got it all cleaned up. We're going to install the throttle quadrant now. This won't be the last time we install it, but it's just the next time. Okay. We're all set to go here. And here goes. Set it right there. Start with, push this power cord through. Let's hook up the USB. Okay, USB first. I don't know why they put the USBs buried up so far up in here. I guess that's where the circuit board was. Okay, USB's hooked up, power cord's hooked up. I'm going to slide it back in place now. There we go. Get it lined up with the holes. Oh, we just put it right there. Oh, man. This deck is hard. Okay, here's the plate. And it's going to mount right here. Okay, Okay, let's push this back. Okay, and line the holes lined up. There they go. Okay, that one lines up. That one lines up. Okay, I've got 4 screws, 4 cap screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, and an Allen wrench. We're using quarter 20. I'm sorry, 1024 stainless steel cap screws. Should all start by hand. Okay. 2's done. And this one goes here. I'm not going to tighten them down, I'm just going to put them in hand tight. There's one more to go. Right here. And hand tight. I mean, they all 4 had started by hand. Very nice. Good job, Pat. Okay. Couldn't ask for a better job than that. Just past hand snug. That's all I need to be. Okay. Okay, those are done. And that's done. And that should just be rocking solid. Oh yeah, real nice. I'll put a little piece of rubber in here. Hold it up there. Take a picture of that for Mike. we're looking pretty good here. Okay. Reach in here and put in the power cable. There's the power cable, and there's the plug. I might as well just go around the backside and do it. It's easier. Back here. Like a lot easier. Okay, there was the ding for the USB on the throttle quadrant. We'll call that a good ding. I'm going to do a couple tests now. Do a couple of little tests here, see how it operates before I go any farther. Okay, let me hop up in here. So you can see the throttle quadrant now. Now let's do some tests. So we're going to spin the in one direction trim wheel. Very nice. I'm going to stop it and go the other way. Very nice. Okay, we're going to try the idle cutoff. That works. I'm watching it on another screen, the data rest. That works. The toga. That works. And that works. Auto throttle disconnect. That works. And that works. Parking brake. That works. Horn button. I'm looking at this on another screen. Reversers 1 and 2. Oh no, oh we got to, never mind on that. Okay, so stand by, we're going to do throttle quadrant number 1. We're going to adjust the location of it. All the way up. All the way down. Okay, here's the throttle quadrant number 2. all the way up, all the way down. Very nice. And now we're going to do both of them. Not together, but and all the way down and all the way down. Okay. Spoiler. I'm going to unlock it and move it. And it's going to stop at that flight D tank because there's a solenoid in there. So, very nice. And the last thing we're going to do is the the trim indicator right here. You should see it on both sides. I'm going to move that. Oh yeah, very nice. Look at that. Okay, and I think we can do the solenoid disconnect. Parking brake light is on, and there's the backlighting. Backlighting off. Let me turn this light down so you can see the backlighting. So I'm going to dummy down the lighting here. Here's the backlighting, right? On, off, on, off. It's pretty bright in this room, so the backlighting's not going to be real obvious. Here we go. Let's try the backlighting now. Here we go. Oh yeah. Let's move the throttles up again. And there's the backlighting. I don't think I can remove the unlock the solenoid for the parking brake with this software. I'll have to fire up. Okay, I'm going to disconnect it and call it good. Turn these lights back on. Okay, success. Turn that parking brake off. Everything's turned off. Okay, and disconnect. Okay, we're ready to put the pedestal in. We'll call that 100% successful. It's mounted where we want it. Take just a quick little video of this. Okay, Mike, we get the little program here that's, oops, my mistake. There's the program we use to control it with, and I'm going to connect it. It's connected. So the first thing we're going to do is move the left throttle all the way up. And move the right throttle all the way up. And I'm going to move them both all the way down. Here they come. And now I'm going to do the spoiler. I'm going to move the spoiler. And It only goes to flight detent until you unlock the solenoid. And let's do the trim. So the trim indicator. And you can see it moving. I'm moving it with a mouse. Both sides. The other side moves with it. Okay, and all the buttons work. Let's try the backlighting. You can see the backlighting on and off. It's pretty dark in this bright in this room, but you can see it on and off. It's hard to tell in this room. Here, let me see if I can. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about it right now. And I think that's it. Oh, let me try the trim wheels. Let's try the trim wheels. There's that direction. And there's that direction. We're going to call that 100% successful. Okay, we're done with that. We're going to put the pedestal in now. This looks fine. One piece of rubber underneath here to hold it up in place. No big deal. And let's see what we get out of here. Okay. Next step, the pedestal. There we go. Vacuum this deck up a little bit. We got to bolt this butt kicker down. I mean, I got to drill a hole for it, and that's going to bolt there. This should not be a problem. Okay, where's my oh, here it is. Let's see. His butt kicker's bolted to the deck, and the amp's underneath. When it gets going, it works pretty good. Okay, so that's good. Now we just need to drill a hole there and put a bolt through. So we need and we're not gonna tap it, we're just gonna through bolt it. That should do it. 1564. So I'll have to go underneath and crawl underneath later on. And this one that's big enough for this bolt. Let's see. No, it needs bigger. Let's see, just run it down inside. Nope. I knew it would be just a little too. It would be just a little too small. More size up, 1/4 inch. And I knew we were going to have that problem. Fortunately, I don't have a 1/4 inch bit that's long enough. It might work. We'll give it a try. Let's try that. Ah, that works. Good. Worked. I'm going to through bolt it on the other side. So, it doesn't have to be tapped. It's all done. Give it back to me again. Drop the bolt in. Okay, all done. That's in there. We'll have to crawl underneath and bolt it up. But we're going to do that after we get the pedestal in place. Okay, next trick is to get the pedestal in here and to mark some holes, to drill holes for the pedestal. And that's going to set right there. Okay. We've got wiring that goes in there, but we're not going to bring the wiring up until we get it all bolted in place. Oop. We got some other heads of these bolts. Sure we're flush. They're not. These two. That one. We've got a whole bunch of them that aren't flush here. They're hitting up against here. Putting a little bit of a gap. Darn. And I'm not going to unscrew these and countersink them. That ain't going to happen. So. I think that's where it's going to go. Right there. Try to bolt it down now. So the problem becomes is, when they built it, bring you on the camera. And I need a step stool to sit on. Here we go. Right there. When they built the throttle quadrant, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws here. They have little heads on them. And the problem is this is flat and it hits those heads of those bolts, so they should have countersunk these and put countersunk screws in. I'll send them an email and let them know, hey, why don't you countersink these? Make life so much easier. So it leaves a very, it's not flush up against there. That's too bad. But you know, once I get it bolted down to the deck, it'll be rock solid. Yeah. So what I have to do is I have to take all these modules out, all of them, and get down in here and make some marks. No, I don't. I can mark them, take this away, drill them, and then bring it back. That's what I'm going to do. I just got to make sure it's square. So the best thing to do is use the idle cutoffs, put them right in the middle, put the discharge handle right dead in the middle. That looks really good. Just like that. Mark some holes down there, a couple spots. Take this out, drill my 1/4-20s, because these I am gonna tap with these 1/4-20s. So let's move this camera back. Yeah, these are going to have to be, I had 6 in here before, but I think I'm only going to put 4 in this time. I don't think there's any need to put six 1/4-20 screws in here. It's a little rocky, but once I bolt it down, it'll be firm. It'll be right up against there. And this clears right there. That's nice. That's important. Right there. Because we don't want it coming down and stopping right there. So it does clear. That's really good. Let me send Mike that picture. He'll want to see that one. That's an important one. And let me get it from the side. Mike's going to want to see that. Okay, where's my marker? Black marker. That's pretty much where we want it. It's centered up. Let's see if it's squared up. Centered up really nice, right there on those other holes. Okay. pretty good. That looks pretty good. I need a light. Where's my light? Here it is. Okay, get that out of here. Okay. I think we're looking pretty good there. I'm going to take this pedestal out of here. Oh. Everything moved forward about 1 inch when I put the new throttle in. So the old holes didn't line up. It's okay. Shit happens. Let's see. Those, oh yeah, those fit perfect. Look at it. Okay, we're ready to pull this out now. Okay, here goes. And lift it up. Like anything else, it's heavy. So the question is, do I want 1/4-20s or do I want 10/24s? That's the big question. Old holes were 1/4-20s. The nice thing about 10/24s, not only are they strong enough, but the hole down here is a little bigger, so it gives us a little bit of wiggle room. Let me look at this. 10/24 and 1/4-20. I'm leaning towards it. 1024. Nope. It's gotta be quarters. Unless I use a washer, I gotta use the 1024. The quarter 20 falls through. I don't like that. And actually, there's enough wiggle room in the. Yeah, it's gotta be quarter 20. We're going with a quarter 20. So I need a 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. And we need one more. 6, right there. Get the pedestal out of here and drill some holes and tap them. And we're gonna not have to through bolt them. So I played this game before. Okay, let's get this out of here. I had a dummy. Okay. And we'll need a new tap. So this tap we got is for a 1024. Right back. Different tap. Here's the tap set right here. Change that over. Quarter 20 tap. Invest in a good tap and die sets. Important. Quarter 20, quarter 28, quarter 20, right there. Well used too. Okay. Good tap and die sets just can't be no substitute for a good tap and die set. Okay, there. Got that as loose as it'll go. Damn it. I gotta use the other one. This one ain't gonna cut it. This little hand one ain't gonna cut it. Not for quarter 20. I know I used this before. There we go. I knew I used it. So I shove it down in there. Okay, that's better. Quarter 20. Back. Okay. Okay, we're marked. Let's go ahead and I don't know if I got a drill bit for this. Oh yeah, we just set it up. We don't want to go quarter 20, we want to go 15/64. Dun da dun, right there. So we're going to start with a smaller one. Maybe a 9 7/64. for a tap hole. Okay. And now we gotta get punch. Where's the punch? Right there. And a hammer. Okay. Right there. It's good. Good. That's good. It's good. I want to check something here before I start cutting and drilling. You know, the more I think about it, the more I like 1024s with washers. Let's drill all the pilot holes first. Okay, get that one. Okay. 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 Okay, next one. Got it. Okay. Next one. We can clean this flotsam up here a little bit. We use the hand drill, the hand vacuum. Okay. if I sit right here, it should be okay. Those next holes. Okay. Perfect. Very nice. Gotta get this thing in the middle of the hole, and the drill wants to walk. So you gotta start it and walk it. Here we go. Come on, baby, get in the middle of the hole. So here I'm going through 2 plates. Okay. one to do here. That's it. Yeah, I can go to a bigger bit. Okay. Okay. I thought I had to go to quarter 20s, but you know, the more I think about it, I'm thinking the 10/24s is a better choice. Let me see. And let me get some. We got plenty of washers. You know, let's go to 10/24s. I can always make it bigger. Okay, so the going to 10/24 is a smaller bit. So 5/32. So we'll go to a 9/64 for our tap purposes. Put that in. Right there. Just do that. One. Two. Three. Four. Clean that up. Two more to do back here. Okay, last one. Six 10/24s should be able to hold the truck up. So I guess we're going back to our other tap. That was a waste of time. And if there's any reason we think that these 10/24s aren't going to bite good enough, we can always go to quarter 20. Where is my... There it is. Okay. We're going back to 10/24. And 10/24 is right there. Very nice. Okay. And we're ready to start tapping. Start right here. whole trick to a tab is to back it off every once in a while so the metal doesn't clog up on the bit. After a while, just by hand. And when I'm done, just run a screw down in it. Look at that. Perfect. One done. This one right here. Comes so smooth you can do it by hand. And there's enough threads in there to grab, no problem. A little bit. Clean that hole up a little bit with one of these. I would recommend don't use a drill on a tab to thread it. Do it by hand. Drills have a way of damaging things. Okay, that one's done. Two. There's a little piece of metal there. Two. Okay. This next one right here. Nice. Number 3, that's halfway done. Hear the fireworks over at SeaWorld going off right now. I live about 5 miles from SeaWorld. Okay, that's looking pretty good. That's just to clean up anything left on top, any burrs. Next one, 2 to go. Just gonna run these down by hand. Okay, that'd be nice. I don't need that punch anymore. Don't need the hammer anymore. It's the wife's hammer. Okay, let's go back here and do this one. Damn it. Slipped. Okay, we just made life more difficult. Not impossible, it's just difficult. There we go. It grabbed, slipped out of the chuck. Okay, let's go in there. Okay, let's try that. There we go. Much better. Look at that. Look at that. Woo! Yeah, nice. One more to go. One more to go. Let's hand start this one. Like that. And last one. We'll go underneath the vacuum a little bit later and clean up all the dust and the metal. Very nice. Okay, that's all 6 of them. Almost like I knew what I was doing. Almost. Trust me, I've tapped enough holes and made enough mistakes to know how to screw it up. After you do enough of them, you run out of ways to do it wrong and you'll do it right. Okay. Let's get these out of here. And put the pedestal in. Okay. Time to bring the pedestal in. Before we do that, let's reach down here and get all the cabling. This should be it right here. That's everything for the pedestal. I'm going to lay it right here. Okay. Get this out of the way. We're ready to go. Okay, that's going to sit down right like that. And now I need to sit down in here, hook up all these cables. I've run out of room with my stool, so I'm going to clean some things up. Let's try it there. Okay. 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a couple of flat washers for the middle ones. Oh, the seat hurts my ass. Where's the pad? Okay. What I'm going to do is hook all this stuff. So we're going to hook up. Oh, we're going to go underneath now. We used to go over the top, now we're going underneath. Makes it a little more fun. So this one says 5 volts, and this one says 5 volts. And they hook up like that. But this one says floodlight, and says floodlight. And they hook up like that. And this one says Hobbs meter, and this one says Hobbs meter. They hook up like that. Okay. And 12 volts. That one says 12 volts. And this one says 12 volts. They hook up just like that. Okay, that's everything. Oops, we got the USB. And that goes through there, through here. And that hooks up to the USB, the hub, which is flashlight. Right there. You know, the battery in this thing are shot, so let's go to the emergency backup iPhone. Which works just fine. Okay. Hook up that. Put it into there. And that. You can hear all the dinks. Oh shit, where is the... I forgot to get the wires for the butt kicker. Okay, gotta dig them out. I gotta reach down here and grab the wires for the butt kicker. There they are. Let's see. Right there. Up underneath. You reach right through here and drag them in. Got them. Okay. Hook them up. Well, I don't need to hook them up just yet. So let's move this in now. Move it in. Let's just push back in there, and the Eagle has landed. Okay. Now let's put the screws in. Let's move this over, line up the first one right there, and we'll take our first screw and put it in by hand right down in here. Okay, and our second one is going to go down in this corner down here. Where's the iPhone? And that's going to go down in this corner down here. Look at that. Very nice. It's going to thread right into here. Okay, and the next one is going to be this one right here. Get that one started, and then we'll get this one up in this corner up here. Yeah, the 1024s are the way to go. And then I need two washers. These other holes are just a little larger. We got this cute little bag of washers here. So I need some. These right here look like they'll do just fine. Might be a little too small. Let's see. I'll give it a try. Yeah, let's go to the next sizes. Hold on, let's try it. Oh, that'll work. Just like it's supposed to. Very nice. One more washer, one more screw, and then we'll tighten them all up. Oh, man. That's all we want. Let's go get one of these right there. Got the washer. So what did I do with the bag of washers? What the hell do I do with the washers? Here they are. Put these away. Okay, everything is in there. Let me find an Allen wrench. It's probably right under my ass. Right there. We'll tighten these down. Just a little past hand tight should be more than sufficient. Okay. Okay, two to go. Okay, and this one down here. Oh yeah, nice. going nowhere. Okay, let's hit it with the vacuum. And we'll hook up the butt shaker down. And that's just these audio, these connectors here. And we'll through bolt that tomorrow. Can't see the colors, that's good. Okay, and this one. That's good. I think we're good to go. Make sure all these connectors are on here. Everything's on there. IBLs, it's lit up. Floodlight's working in the overhead. It's all working. All the lights are on. Okay, now I think we're done. Yep. I am calling this, CDUs. I'm about to call this finished for today. Give you a little tour with the camera. Got to put the CDUs in. And tomorrow morning start testing. Flight test. This is good. This is really good. Okay. Oh man. Guy can ruin his back. Move the camera out of here and show you what it looks like. Give you a little tour now. We'll take the camera in the downside. Give you a little tour. Okay, here we go with the camera. Now, excuse me if we get a little crazy here. Okay, we're gonna go. You can see the pedestal. Radios. And we'll go down inside. There's the butt kicker right there. That's the IL board right there. And those red and black wires back there, that's the IBLs. That's all the backlighting on the front. It's looking forward. There's the USB. Everything up here. Back there. Nice little trip around here. Inside the pedestal. Here's all the wiring. A lot of wiring. And that's forward into the throttle quadrant. Okay. It's a beautiful thing. Printer. Here's the throttle quadrant. That's down inside the CDU bays. And it looks like a mess, but everything's labeled. I know where everything is. Hook them up. And there's up towards the front of the plane. Let me put this camera back here. Call it a wrap, I think. Man, I'm glad I got this far. So, We got the old display out and it all configured for the new display that we're going to order Monday, and it's all prepped. We've got the new throttle quadrant flushed up against her. It looks really good. I mean, it looks real good. I had to make some little cutouts down there. Got this put back in. I think after we get the CDUs in, we'll clean up a little, put some tools away, get the seat back in, and we'll do a flight test tomorrow. FCF, Functional Control Flight, is it? Or FSC, what do they call it in the Air Force? I should know. Functional Control Flight, yeah. Where you try to break it. Whew, man, I've been working all day. Okay, I'm going to shut down the stream and post it. Thanks for being here, and we'll be back in the morning. Another day in the cockpit. Okay, let's stop the stream.